Crazy Radio.
Good afternoon, Messi gang. What's popping? What's happening? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio, a place where we talk about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, trending topics. If you're new here, kindly don't leave without subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say a special shout out to you. Anywho, without further ado, let's continue the mess of the day. Now, today's topic, we're going to talk about a story that I've been giving y'all for a minute, but some of y'all still don't get it. Okay, first of all, congratulations to Hamisa Mubeto. Okay, she hosted this nice, beautiful white party, which was very, very classy. By the way, I loved everything about it. From how Hamisa Mubeto lately been real on her business. Okay, she is not on any controversy lately. She's just been focusing on her and her business and her children, and that's just about that. And of course, we're going to talk a little bit about something, right? So y'all remember the story that I came here and I gave you where Mwajaku was trying to set up Hamisa, basically, okay? When on an interview where he was with Fred Vunjabe, he was kind of making it seem like Hamisa is this one desperate girl who want to hook up with Fred, because Fred Vunjabe, Mwajaku was kind of insinuating to the people in the interview that Hamisa went back with Fred Vunjabe, and Fred Vunjabe was like, what are you talking about? And of course, Mwajaku kind of played it down and said, oh, you're not back together with her. And that is why some of the us kind of speculated that maybe the relationship between Kevin and Hamisa Mubeto is not that good. Now I'm saying we've been speculating that for a good number of months, okay, I think since last year. And of course, many of y'all still say, oh, maybe they kept it on the radar. Well, the thing is, I feel like Kevin is a little bit depressed, okay, and I'll tell you why. When Kevin came on the limelight, or rather when Kevin was introduced unto us, he was supposed to be this one private person who's not into social media, who'll be minding his own business, and that's just about that. But I feel like when he tested that fame, when he tested that attention, from Hamisa, and the way he came to TZ, the paparazzi were following them all over, he kind of felt fascinated a little bit, okay? It got in his head a little bit. And that's why a few hours after the story about Mwajaku started making headlines, of course, many bloggers were talking about it. I even talked about it on my channel. If you haven't, kindly go and follow me. And he started saying things like God plan. And at that point, I was like, dude, definitely be in his feelings. He said, and I quote, grateful for everything with a blessing emoji and God's plan. He also says she is already my wife. We are not just married yet. At that point, I'm like, he wanted to marry Hamisa not too long ago. Like, is it Hamisa or somebody else? And before you know it, the dude is asking people to ask him questions. And that point, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I thought you're not a social media person, sir. Why all of a sudden you want to address things on social media? Why don't you just keep it private the way you've been before Hamisa? Well, if the first person asked him, not yet, but in 2024, okay, this person asked, ever visited Kenya? And he said, not yet, but in 2024, I have to go there. That will be very, very interesting to see how that will play out. Another person asked, how are you and how old are you? And he said, 32 years old. Another person said, marry me. And she says, sorry, I'm taken. Okay, Mrs. Sowax. Okay, that is what he said. Then there's this name, female name that he always mention all the time called Khadija. I don't know who that is. We're trying to find out who this Khadija is. And this other person asked, where do you live exactly? He said China, Togo, and South Africa, but he's not in France. Okay, he left French. And this one say, how are you? And he also asked, how are you? The juicy part is coming, y'all. The juicy part is definitely coming, y'all. Okay, this one person asked, are you single? And he said no. Okay, mind you, this dude, less than a year ago, he was so madly in love with Hamisa. He wanted to marry Hamisa and all that. This one asked, you look good, but you have a big nose. And he said, thank God I can breathe well, very well. You all know that how TZ and Bichkole be going in on this guy because of his nose, and of course Rotimi too. Okay, this one was basically asking something in French and replied in French. Of course, you can see him still talking about this Khadija Sowax. Okay, this is the lady that replaced Hamisa, and I'm saying that was too fast, sir. That was too fast. If you are in love with Hamisa, Hamisa introduced you to the family. How do you move so fast? This one said, your Khadija must be happy. And he replied, I hope so. Right? I hope so. Tell me how you feel about it down in the comment section. Do you feel like Kevin moved on too fast? Or you feel like, no wasting time. If it's not working, it's not working, and we move about our business. And mind you, all these things are happening when Mwajaku is out here talking about Hamisa Mobeto moving in with Fred Vunjabe. Did Kevin feel some type of a way or felt like something happened? Because you all know that Hamisa haven't talked much about this situation, even if they're broken up. Hamisa haven't hinted that he's with someone who is dating someone, he want to marry someone. People been speculating that her and Kevin are not together, but it's just speculation, but Kevin is making it so obvious. I feel like Kevin is a little bit bitter. And I feel like maybe the real reason why he's bitter is maybe because Hamisa was the one who broke up with him. Could it be that he didn't have that bag like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking y'all. Could it be that he was pretending and he's not as rich as Miss Mama's thought, or Miss Mama was sick and tired of taking care of his dad, making him look rich? Well, he's not, because many people have been speculating. Well, I knew something was off when this person, or rather this dude, started hanging out with Diamond Platnumz in Dubai. I knew something was definitely off, not with Diamond, with, of course, Juma Jukes, and also with Diamond Platnumz, yo. So at that point is when I knew, something definitely is not right up there. Okay, this dude might have known who Hamisa was, as he was pretending he didn't know who Hamisa was, to just garner that cloud. And guess what? People will forget you just like we forgot GK Chopper, who is having naked pictures. By the way, we're seeing his ding dong all over social media. I'll talk about that next. But anyway, tell me how you feel about it down on the comment section. Keep it class system and see, let's chop it out the comment section. And as always, I love you to the moon and back. Adios.